Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in this video I want to share with you guys this interview granted by Chude. He interviewed a popular Nigerian actor by the name Iyke. There are some things about his interview that I see there is a message in it. You know my own, when I feel there's a message, I like to share it. He basically spoke honestly about his divorce and he took the blame for his divorce. Do you know why this is a big deal? Because we come from a culture, unfortunately, in Nigeria where, you know, men can get away with so much. So women are told, save your marriage or abuse your marriage. Or that. Men are not typically told what to do to save a marriage. It's like the ability to save marriage, it's put on women's heads that even when the man is misbehaving, as unfaithful, is violent, is whatever, no matter what a man does in a marriage, the woman is still told to save it. No matter how much of her effort is being jeopardized by a man, a woman is still being told, it's your job to save. You are a woman, you have to save your marriage. Right? To not see someone like him to openly come out and say that he is the one that ruined his marriage is commendable. Because let me tell you, it's very easy for him to just come out and say, oh, these women, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he knows the culture he grew up in. He knows the culture in Nigeria. He can easily get away with blaming the woman for the reason why it broke up. Let me just read to you guys. I want to be able to say word for word some of the things he said. Okay, now listen to this. And there's another thing I'm going to read after this. Please guys, just give me a second. There is something in here for us, you know. So this is what he said. When I lost my mother, I could not find my feet for years. The lifestyle, spirituality, connection had already been lost. He said he was very close to his mother. So losing his mother was a big blow in his life, right? Okay. And then he said, I was not told until 27 hours after she passed. I was right in the middle of an interview in London. On the plane, while on my way back home after 72 hours, I asked myself, what would she have expected of me to take charge? Okay? He knew that he said he believes that his mother would have loved him to take charge. He said, I came and I took charge as the head of the family, right? He said, I couldn't grieve. I could not let myself feel. He didn't heal from the exit of his mother. Let me tell you guys, my father is gone 20 something years now. I am not done grieving. Like I don't even know how to explain it. So I kind of get where he's coming from. But let me speak about the area that is important. He said, I couldn't grieve. So it's important to do your grieving process. It has to be done. If not, it will catch up with you later in life. It's good to go through it, right? He said, I couldn't let myself feel. He decided to shut it down and preoccupied himself with take charge, take charge, take charge. He can't blame himself because there's this human nature that we always want to defend or protect ourselves. Consciously or unconsciously. Oh, my mother just died. Oh, I don't want to think about it. Okay, you try to busy yourself with other things. Grieving is painful. Taking charge is empowering. You feel like I'm doing something, I'm doing something. You understand? So I understand where he's coming from. So a lot of people kind of push it back. I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. I don't want to grieve. I don't want to cry. I don't want to do this. At the end of the day, get suffering the consequences of not going through that process. Okay. Then he said, when I was getting over it, my wife was pregnant with my first son. I had a quiet space. There was nobody to take care of. And because that was my medium to heal. Okay. Then he says, all of a sudden the loss hit me. I could not sleep on ending days. I became irritable. I was no longer the loving man she married. Oh, I fell in love with him when I read this. Ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes. He's speaking from his wife's perspective. He could have said, well, it's not my fault now. I lost my mother. No, he said, I was no longer the loving man she married. Like I said, he put himself in her shoes. And then he said, I lost my sense of humor. He said he was a very funny guy. You know, everybody, even in the family, they knew him as the one that is always joking and making everybody laugh and stuff like that. But he lost that. And he said, I lost the lion in me and the leader in me. I just gave myself to the elements and she suffered for it. I still like the fact that this is selflessness. Somebody may come and say, you don't know Iyke, I don't know any of that. I'm speaking about what I'm reading right now. This is the selfless statement to make. And taking accountability for his actions. You guys wait until I read something else that I don't even know if it's a pastor that this person is. Is he a pastor? Is he a pastor? I don't know, but I'll read it in a second, right? Okay. You see, accountability for his actions. And then he said, I became an obsessive dad. His child became where his focus was. He said, I took everything in me to my son and left her behind. Right? He said, I took all of my love and attention and left her behind. This is beautiful. Why am I saying it's beautiful? He's acknowledging what he did wrong. And he's putting himself in her shoes. He even said in the interview, he actually said, I don't have that one written down. He actually said something about, he said to her, like, I can't remember how he phrased it, but something like, if she cannot cope, like, he kind of told her in a friendly way, like, he knew he was not in a good place and he knew he was not doing right as a husband, and he told her, and he just said, if she knows she cannot cope, that is okay if she wants to walk away. And she chose to walk away because he was no longer the man she married. And I said they remained friends. They said they parted ways as friends. I like all this level of maturity. Divorce is a different story on its own, but let's digest this aspect of it all, right? Now, let me read to you guys this other post I said I want to read. I came across this post. I don't know if this guy is a pastor. I don't know who he is. He said, dear wife, if your husband is cheating, Iyke didn't say he cheated, so just listen to what I'm saying. He said, if your husband is cheating, go to God in prayers. Seek his face for yourself. Repent and dedicate yourself to God. It's not the cheating husband or wife that should repent. It is you that they are cheating against that should go and be seeking God's face and be repenting. Are you going to repent for another person's sins? And he said, once your ways pleases God, then you can take authority over that spirit. This is putting responsibility on the other person, while somebody like Jim Iyke is accepting responsibility for his own actions. Okay? And he said, we often ourselves do what displeases God in other ways, but would want him to punish some other person for the wrong they did in other ways. He's actually contradicting himself. So basically, Abi, the wrong you did, you're expecting God to punish. If somebody else has to go and repent for your unfaithfulness. Oh, that's not the laugh already. For your unfaithfulness. You see, social media is a powerful tool, but everybody has turned to motivational speaker. Let me read the rest of it. He said, fighting and quarreling will make it worse. No one deserves to be cheated on. God Factor Studios. And he says, note, same applies if the wife is cheating. So at least he balanced it. So it's for men and for women. Nobody should be cheating. Basically, Abi, he said it's wrong. Okay, so he said, sorry, what his message is for both men and women. At least, thank God, you know, put an olive on the women's head, because a lot of churches in Nigeria will tell women about virtuous woman, virtuous woman. They don't tell men where the Bible say, if you want me to go answer your prayer, treat your wife well. He says so that your prayers will not be hindered. If they preach and well for Bible, you know the way some people they fear God. When I say fear God, like, hey, may God not punish me, may God not, you know what I mean? If this part of the Bible, they hammer it a lot and say, so that your prayers will not be hindered, so that many husbands, born again, people that claim to be born again Christians, would have done better. There will not be Osinachi story today. But the husband was a church man. He was, I don't even know if it was even a deacon in the church. That part of the Bible, the way they carried those parts on the head as to what woman should do, if they can carry the part about what a man should do as much as they carried marriage for the sweet, but no, it's only what women should do. And a lot of these women have laid their lives down, practically down, for men to slaughter them in the name of virtuous woman, the version that these people are preaching to them. And that is how a lot of women's lives have been achieved. So I came across that, and I came across this post of this person, Godfather, or whatever the name is, I just read just now, and I just saw. I was like, if more men can be dishonest, hopefully, I don't know, maybe a wife is still single, they are single, they can go back together. You never know, because sometimes people have learned from their mistakes. As far as I know, they are the only husband and wife. There's no other wife or no other. Do you know what I mean? So if they are both still single and they are the only ones that ever married each other, I would say go back together. You understand? That is if they want to. Is not. I'm just saying, because he comes across as someone that has repented. As in, when I say repented, he has recognized, accepted accountability for his actions. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not the motivational writer that said you should go and repent for your partner's unfaithfulness. Jim Iyke is not unfaithfulness, but I'm just saying, not playing his role as a husband. So, okay, that's what his own case is. But someone that is not saying someone should go and repent for another person's actions. Jim Iyke has shown that no, he is the one that repented. When I say repented, as in realized his mistake and acknowledging, taking accountability, you know, for his mistakes. I saw that and I felt like it's a beautiful thing to share. As well as this is how I feel about it. I don't know what you guys' opinions are. Do you agree with the person that said that if your husband or your wife is unfaithful, you should go and seek God and be praying for forgiveness and be repent? That there's something you must have done wrong, right? There's something you must have done wrong that would have caused it. If you agree with him, please, you know, leave your opinion in the comment section. If you disagree with him, leave your opinion in the comment section. As always, my own opinion is what I have shared. And as always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.